formula requiring the removal of roots. It says, when changing the subject of a formula requiring the removal of a square root, it should be noted that squaring a square root removes the square root sign. Thus, notice there, the square root of x squared is x raised to the half r raised to the second, which is equal to x to the half times 2, which gives us x to the first. Similarly, when removing the subject of a formula requiring the removal of a cube root, it should be noted that cubing a cube root removes the cube root sign. Thus, the cube root of x raised to the third is equal to x to the third in brackets raised to the third, which equals x to the 1/3 times 3, where the 3's cancel, which equals x to the first, or just x. So let's look at an example. Make t the subject of the formula in v equals square root of tm. So we're given that v equals the square root of t over m. We square both sides. We get v squared equals the square root of t over m all squared. The square root and the square cancel, giving you v squared equal t over m. So it went from a case 5 to a case 4. So I cross multiply by m, we get mv squared equals t, and by rewriting it, the formula, we get that t equal v mv squared. So t equal mv squared, hence t is now the subject of the formula. Any questions with number 11? I know that one was not a piece of cake. Or do we look at another example? I know you're hungry, guys, but we need to continue. Let's look at one more example of case 5 and then we move to case 6. It says, example 12, make g the subject of the formula t equal 2 pi times the square root of L over G. So given t equal 2 pi times the square root of L over G, I'm squaring both sides. We get t squared equals 2 pi times the square root of L over G all squared. So t squared equals 2 squared is 4, pi squared is pi squared. The square root sign and the square cancel, leaving you L over G. We cross multiply both sides. We cross multiply by G and T squared. We get G equals 4 pi squared L over T squared. Hence, G is now the subject of the formula. Personally, I'm not a fan of this method, this little part. I would have done it differently, and I will show you that how I would do it tomorrow.